They don't like to get advice from the parents, and I think what you've got to understand is your teenagers are not you, they're not little mini version of you, they're completely individual people, and I think as parents we tend to think that we know best for them when really what you have to do is give them the space to get their own identity.
Handling teenagers is all about change. It's a transition period really, because children are growing up, they want more independence, and they want to try out and take risks and do all sorts of different things, and probably things that we don't really want them to do. So handling kids that are going through these transitions is all about you, the parent.
You can't say to them, follow, like when you was a kid, your parents was strict, they will never listen to you. So if you want them to respect you, you should respect them.
They do gain a lot of independence, and they need that independence and that little bit of space to grow.
The first thing that parents will notice will be the physical changes. And then along with those go a lot of emotional changes. So they'll start to become sensitive about comments on their appearance, maybe argumentative.
There are these huge hormonal changes at the onset of puberty, and it was originally thought that the hormonal changes trigger changes in mood and personality and behaviour. But what we now know is that it's not just changes in hormones that cause these personality changes, it's also because the brain is undergoing a lot of change during that period of life. That might account for changes in behaviour such as an increased self-consciousness, the ability to plan, so decide what to do and when, to remember to do things in the future, maybe even increased risk-taking that we know occurs during adolescence.
Why are you acting all embarrassed for?
The peer group starts to become really important, because your child as a teenager begins to look for an identity which is very much related to who their friends are.
I try not to be too strict. I let her, make her own choices, and try to be like an advisor more than a governor.
It's really, really important that you've got someone to talk to, especially for girls, a female figure in your life you can relate to about little problems and things like that.
They're learning to want to be active in the world. And it's very interesting because they will challenge your values. If you're religious, they probably go non-religious. If you are non-religious, they'll probably go religious. That's the nature of teenagers, to sort of explore who they are. The key energy of any successful family is respect. And by showing respect to your children, they learn to trust you and respect you back.
A new person is developing here, and you need to recognise and be in touch with this new person, this teenager.